We might talk a little bit about our curriculum. But if you want to call our school, 605,000, the number cannot be easier unless it was one. But it's 605,000, 605,000. And to call in today, we got a guest. I'm telling you, he made United States history yesterday. He was on every TV station from Kansas to Kansas. And that's Dr. Moore with Kettering University. But if you want to call in, we'd love to have you do so. 239-5733. Some have that number right by the phone, 239-5733. And we do accept calls from mobile phones. How you doing, Paul? Here, you got an itchy back there, buddy?
I do.
Okay, I caught him in a moment of scratching.
Nice.
Okay, Paul, it's so good to have you.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, okay. That's my bud. Paul's my bud. Okay. Well, let's see. We got some special guests. We always have special guests because we got special kids. I'm going to introduce the pretty one first. That's you, Desiree. How you doing, girlfriend? Say hi. Okay, tell us who you are, please, so your audience. You think Mom's listening? I know she's working right now out at our food distribution, but maybe she's stepped into the vehicle to listen. Tell us who you are, dear, and what grade you're in, and what you did today.
My name is Desiree. I'm in 7th grade, and I helped out with the. My name is Desiree. I'm in 7th grade.
And you did what? What was your tasks today?
With the food giveaway.
And you did what? What was your tasks today?
I was helping pack down the boxes, and I was passing out the food. And
You did all that? I didn't
to
know
the
that.
cars,
Oh my
and I was
goodness,
helping
you
write
did all
down
those
the
things.
names.
Yeah, folks at our
You
school.
did all
we
that?
have,
I didn't know that.
drive-through.
Oh my goodness, you did all those things.
Yeah,
Yeah, folks at our school, we have drive-throughs, and we have all the folks stay in the cars, warm cars, and our volunteers, the two young folks that are with us, myself, and we probably had 20, maybe 25 volunteers. We were wet from 7:45 to 7:30 till it stopped raining. So these folks worked long and hard, and bless them. And Dr. Moore, we always have a word of prayer before we begin our distribution. And we thank the Lord for the day. We thank the Lord for our volunteers. And we ask the Lord to help those people that come through so that they will treat us with respect as we intend to treat them as well. That's something we try to do all the time. And sometimes I lead the prayer as I did this morning. But the last couple of times in general, we've been able to have a pastor there. So I willingly relinquish for the chosen ones and for myself. So what a great day we had though. Well, we had another helper here today, handsome young man.
That's my buddy Marzell.
Well,
Zell, what
he's a young
happened
man.
today?
And that's my buddy Marzell. Zell, what happened
Looks
today?
like she did all the work. You must have been sleeping in the rain.
What were you doing? Looks like she did all the work. You must have been sleeping in the rain.
Putting tomatoes in the bags, tying them up, and delivering them to the table. Where you put those in the boxes and delivering boxes to the cars.
So you were pretty versatile too then. Okay, them little bitty tomatoes, about a half inch. Yeah. What do you think folks are going to do? Quit swinging. Is that about you, Jeff?
I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting seasick.
Really quit moving. You might have less inflection.
You're going to sleep.
You saw those little tomatoes?
Yeah.
They were what color?
Orange.
You're right. Why were they orange and were not red?
I don't know.
Okay. Must have been their DNA was mixed up, huh? Okay. Think tomatoes have DNA? You're going to go into law enforcement, so you got to find that out. That's some research you want to do. Okay, well, let's now introduce for a quick moment Dr. Moore. I will shake your hand right here. Did I have a chance to do that today? I ran in like a wild goose coming out of somewhere here. So, Dr. Moore, we were so blessed by you yesterday, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
And I think if you folks watched channel NBC 25 last night and at 6 o'clock and at 11, you likely saw the good doctor in our school where he did a tremendous thing for our kids, and I'm going to let him tell you all about that. So Dr. Moore has a story besides doing just what he did. He has a story that I think you found very interesting, and we'll ask him to elaborate on that a little bit. But I know right now, Dr. Moore is an assistant
University
professor in the business department at Kettering University. And we have a wonderful relationship with Kettering, and we both know Dr. Boom Boom Bell over there. Okay, that's my bud. And of course, your president is an outstanding man by way of being a visionary, and he's cleaning up that University Avenue corridor and some other things as well. So we're real pleased. We have our kids go to the summer program, the AIM program, and others. In fact, we had one of our young ladies out of school about a month ago and saw the Gapster.
Well, listen, I'm through babbling here. Dr. Moore, why don't you kind of tell us what you did and maybe a little bit of why you did it. And we'd like 239 when your doctor starts talking. If you want to call in and ask him something, 239-5733. Big Bad Jesse will answer that phone, and we'll put you live on the air, my friends. 239-5733. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to present to you Dr. Moore from Kettering University, my good friend.
Yes, thanks for having me today, Art. Yes, as Art eloquently announced, I am a business professor at Kettering University. I teach international business, strategic management, and managing organizations. When I'm not teaching, I'm running my 501c3 foundation. The name of it is Dr. C. Moorer and Associates Incorporated. We are a scholarship providing and grant making organization. We also run a virtual mentoring network that we call the Mentoring Suite. So its URL is mymentorwasme.net. So in addition to scholarships, grants, and virtual mentoring, from time to time we like to perform what we call random acts of kindness. So our random acts of kindness are meant to inspire and motivate students as well as educators to achieve great promise. Our nonprofit has a global emphasis, but most importantly, we like to do good work in the communities that we operate in. So since our headquarters is now in Grand Blanc, Michigan, right in between Grand Blanc, where our office is, and the university I teach, is the wonderful International Academy of Flint. So a few weeks back, I reached out to Art because it was time for us to, once again, perform a random act of kindness, and we wanted to inspire young people at the school to continue doing well. And one of the great ways that we thought about or approached inspiring the youth was through a shoe giveaway. Right, so
Yeah, Jesse,
I gotta
go ahead.
I gotta go
This
by.
business must go on here as usual. Just go ahead right through.
no worries, not at all.
So a young lady came in, and I think we're going to exchange a tape or something.
Okay.
So go ahead on.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt.
No worries, no. So a shoe giveaway. But not only shoes, we wanted to also pass out the memoir, From Failure to Promise, so that we can inspire students.
What's a memoir, Doc?
Oh,
What is that?
memoir.
Tell us about that.
Okay, all right.
That's
so,
a big word for me.
No, not at all.
Did I say it right?
Oh, of course you did. Not you, Art. All right. Oh, yeah. So, a memoir. Memoir is a autobiography. It's a narrative. Many of them come in narrative style, or they're written in narrative
So
style.
you wrote a book. Is that what you're trying to tell me in
I
English?
sure did. Yep, in English. Wrote a book. Yes.
I
yes.
scanned it too, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
scanned it.
All
I
right.
know what's in there.
But I'm
Yeah.
sure Marcel and Dejanay, they're gonna do more.
Kids, have you
Yes.
opened it yet?
They're
Did you
gonna
get
do
to
more
read
this
the book?
year.
Did you?
Well, not get to read it, but look through it.
Page through it. Okay, that's good. You got one too, didn't you, hon? Okay, good. That's good reading. Okay.
All right. So the book, along with the shoes, where the book I try to lay out some guidelines to young people as to how to reach their goals and some of the challenges that they may stumble across as they reach their goals. So Footsteps Toward Promise was more so of a head to toe type of program or incentive for young people, where they get the book for their minds and their hearts, and then the shoes or the new kicks for their feet. And we were pleased. We were pleased with the turnout.
Now, we were too, certainly, sir. I'm going to question the kids about their color and stuff like that in a moment. But I want to hit on something that audience don't know, but I happen to,
Yes.
learning from you yesterday as well as looking through the book. You flunked out of college, big dude.
Yes, I did.
Tell-
Absolutely.
That's the, and I'm not insulting him, my friends
Oh.
in the radio and TV. I'm not insulting him. He makes an issue of this in terms of how he, well, he'll tell you the story, but
Yes.
from failure comes success.
Yes,
From
indeed.
failure can come success. Doctor, why don't you just for a few minutes elaborate on, I think that's a fantastic story. Let's touch on that for a hot minute.
Yes, certainly. I flunked out, and I make that no surprise. It's no surprise to the university. No surprise to the folks at Kettering that while I was a student there, initially I struggled. I struggled greatly. I struggled due to a lack of academic preparation. I didn't have the study habits that I needed to succeed the first time around.
Doctor,
Yes, sir.
why? Why did you not have those? Now, this could be crucial to listeners and
Yes.
also to these two young kids here.
Uh-huh.
Why did you not have that knowledge and that skill on how to study?
Okay.
Tell us about that if you can.
Okay.
And no one questioned you on that yesterday.
Certainly.
And I'm sure you'll cover it.
Certainly.
And I'm sure I'm not embarrassing. I'm worried that the audience thinks I'm trying to
Oh,
embarrass you.
no,
I'm trying
no.
to embellish you in reality.
Not at all. Or no, I'm very comfortable and confident speaking about the subject of failure. I would say that in terms of my high school academic preparation, it was par, or in some cases it might have been good, great, or even acceptable, but not for the level of rigor that GMI/Kettering required. So what happens is if you have a par or fair educational preparation, it doesn't mean that you'll excel or you'll understand how to excel at the college level. So students have to find ways to dig in, dig deeper, study more. After school programs are great. Saturday workshops provided by schools, nonprofit organizations. Kettering University is bridging the gap for students in the community by offering a Saturday math program. So Saturday math is free, a free workshop that is led and facilitated by college professors.
Doctor, I'm interrupting you, not to
Yes.
be rude, but I think
Certainly.
we have a call, and we try to honor them whenever the folks call in. sir.
Absolutely, yes.
Jesse, what do I say?
Ready?
Hello, caller?
Yes.
Hello, caller. Good morning to you, and how may we assist you?
Hi, you have one of my boys in that office in there, and I just wanted to also thank the professor for the things that he's done. He even inspired me to try to continue on, and that failure is not a stop, just to continue. So I appreciate you just giving me inspiration
Thank you.
on not only for my family, but for me also.
Very good.
Very good. Let's see, let's look around. We have one boy in here. Could that have been your mother, Marcel?
Yes.
I think I recognize her
Yes,
voice.
Marcel left with my keys, so I cannot join you all in the office today.
Well, and tell us why you can't, and where are you right now, girlfriend?
I'm loading the truck up to clean up from the food giveaway.
Yeah, see, so we had families volunteer their time, so this is a
Yes.
great family here.
Wonderful.
Mom was right out there just sweating with the rest of us. And thank you for your remarks. I know that you see, she's the lady that came in, Doctor.
Yes,
And
yes.
came in and listened to your speech. So, Miss Sanders, thank you.
Thank you. Sanders.
That was wonderful. Do you have anything further to say?
No, I just really appreciate what you've done for our city. That just really gave us insight.
Yes. Cool.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, thank you. Now get back to work. Mary, thanks so much.
Take
Yeah,
care.
just thank you, okay. Marcel,
Yeah.
wasn't that nice of Mom to do that? Bless her. That is so good.
Yes, and that was, going back to me flunking out. That was part of my drive. Was it started with hope, where I hoped that I would do good, and I planned to do good, but some of the foundational level skills that I needed, they just weren't there. They weren't. But I worked hard. I went to community college once I flunked out of Kettering. Went to community college, Oakland Community College, to make up for the classes that I failed. And then I applied for readmission, and the university readmitted me once I got passing scores in that coursework that I suffered in. And I did well. I went on and graduated and became an engineer. but it was always in the back of my mind that there was much more in life, much more in
What kind of
society.
engineer, by the way?
Yes, this is good. Whenever I graduated, I was hired by Ameritech, and Ameritech is now AT&T.
AT&T, yeah.
Absolutely. So we might as well say AT&T.
Yeah.
I was hired at AT&T as a equipment engineer. So I did planning for networks, network provisioning, phone lines, and
Did
the
you
like.
you didn't design phone units at all? Then,
No,
did you,
for I had a brief stint in a group called Intelligent Networks Planning and Engineering, and in that capacity, I worked on Ameritech's Privacy Manager program in their E911 platform. Yeah, so
I have no idea what that
You
means.
know the E911.
Oh, yes,
Come
that's,
on.
that was right next to E992.
Right, right.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. Ain't no
Absolutely.
dummies here, sir. Ain't
No,
no dummies here.
far from it, not at all. Oh yeah. So you know, to have flunked out of a university, a great university such as Kettering, and to be afforded a second chance, and now I could even say a third chance because I'm back at Kettering University as a business professor. This is a great testimony of the power of God, the power of faith, the power of diligence and hard work, and that's what I encourage.
And I'm going to
young
interrupt
people
you again, and not
Yes,
to
sir.
be rude, but
No,
want
no.
we are on WFLT, one of
Yes.
the finest gospel stations probably in all of the United States, certainly
Indeed.
Michigan, and absolutely in Flint.
Yes.
So I want the audience to know how spiritually based you are. So
Yes.
maybe just for a couple of seconds before we get back to the kids, because I want them to tell our audience what they're thinking of doing as a career.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to tie that into the preparation or lack of it that you had
Yes.
in your own words
Definitely.
for college, because I think we might be at least attempting at our school
Yes.
to get folks prepared for that.
Yes, absolutely.
So touch a little bit,
Yes.
Doctor, please,
Yes.
on your spiritual foundation.
Absolutely.
Yes.
From a faith standpoint, you know, I credit and I attribute God the Father for all of my successes. I even credit God for being graceful through my failure, because if I had not have failed so early in life, I wouldn't have a testimony today that is able to change the minds and lives of young people. So He was with me then, through the good and the bad.
Yeah, I sensed yesterday, of course, and in prior conversation when we did a little tour of the school, your compassion and sensitivity to you know, the situation we have in Flint.
Yes.
And, I know we have a call. Let me kind of finish this. So, Jess, thank you so much. And I know that your heart is clearly, without question, in the right place. And
Yes.
we're very pleased to have an association with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And with that as a drop back, Jess, and we're taking another call then, I guess. Hi, somebody. How may we assist you?
Hi, my name is Carol. And my gift is, I love children, like the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds and the 4-year-olds. I teach them how to read, reading, math, spelling, and discipline. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, you teach your children those
No,
skills.
I teach the community kids.
Oh, I see. Excuse me. Yeah, that I
Yeah.
couldn't hear because for a moment sometimes
I don't
it's
have no
difficult.
kids. I teach my community kids.
Okay. Where do you do that at?
Flint, Michigan?
Right, but a specific school?
No, I just teach them in the streets, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
but
Yeah,
see,
that
I don't, yes.
that's probably even better because it might
Yeah,
mean
that's
more out
very
there.
better.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
No
some
doubt.
of these moms don't teach their kids, tell them go home and go in the house.
Okay. Doctor, you want to make a comment on that
Oh
comment?
yes,
Yeah.
you know, community engagement has to happen at all levels. So
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. So it's great to hear about individuals that take it upon themselves
I
to.
tell them to go home and get out the street and go home and read a book.
There you go. That's good.
Absolutely.
Because with books, reading books helps them to fly. It helps them to
And
imagine
go
things.
home and go home.
That's right. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Listen, thank you for listening. We appreciate that very
Well,
kindly.
I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, so I know about kids. I grew up in Detroit. I live in the Flint area, so
Okay.
I know about the ghetto kids.
All right. Well, you're doing all you can then as a citizen to help today's youth, and for that
Yeah.
we must honor you for that, and we thank you very
And
kindly.
I think they call me Crybaby.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that one of the things that I found to be very important is the labels that we give our children. So I think
we gotta love them.
yes, and the labels that we should give our young people in the cities of Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, Pontiac, and some of the areas that may be economically repressed, the best label that we could give them is scholars, or they're the leaders. They're the leaders of tomorrow. So we need to
Mentors.
absolutely, and we need to look at and credit Flint and Michigan as the birthplace of the automobile. So we need to find and develop the innovative and the ingeniousness that our young people have to offer.
And we need to bring some more ladder jobs to Flint.
Yes.
Because people don't have transportation to work.
Absolutely. So,
Absolutely.
and we're doing right.
Uh-huh.
And the wonderful thing that it seems that we all have in common is that we understand that as we equip our children with the skills and the intelligence and the character that they need, they'll be able to create industry. And Flint.
Well, sir, what's your name?
Yes, I'm Dr. Cleon Moorer.
Well, Dr. Cleon Moore, I brought my boys here from Detroit to Flint, and my boys live in Texas. There's a lot of opportunities for young children in Texas.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, thank you. Thank you again, young
Thank
lady.
you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yes. So we just keep working. We just keep working hard, and back to God being the center and the purpose and the reason. You know, he sent me back here to build. So when I graduated from GMI, I went to Chicago and I lived there for 14 years.
Where, by the way?
Yeah, I lived in the south suburbs.
Which one?
I lived in Markham for a while, and
Anywhere near Roseland?
yes,
Thank
very
you.
close to Roseland. Yes,
That was
sir.
my hometown. Roseland, lived in Roseland.
Yes,
Sure did.
yes. Oh, yes. In fact, my wife, she worked for Chicago Public Health Department, and she worked at several agencies in the Roseland community.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes. So I met my wife there, and we were blessed to have 4 sons, and God called me back. He called me back in 2011 to come to Michigan. In fact, the words for me were go to Michigan and build. And I'm looking at the opportunity to build young people, build the foundation, and build Kettering's business department.
Well, let me touch, if I could, as I want to get a little more out of our young folks here.
Yes.
We didn't really talk about how many pairs of shoes you gave away yesterday. So
Yes,
why
sir.
doesn't somebody named Dr. Moore mention that?
All right. Yesterday there were 50 brand new pairs of Nike sneakers.
Okay. And the recipient thereof was Dejanay, honey. What about your, what color did you get?
I got gray, black, and white.
Sounds pretty. In fact, I saw them on your feet. Sure did. Okay. Did you wear them home at all, or you wear them? I know you didn't wear them today, thank heavens, because they'd have been. Hi, sir. Glad to see you. Okay. Okay. And gray, white, and black. And you gonna wear them to school Monday, maybe? Or save them for later on?
Yeah,
Might
because I
say,
just got
don't let your
finished.
mother wear them now. No, don't let that rascal wear them. Okay. I hope she's listening. Okay. Marzell, what was your color, sir?
Blue.
They were solid blue, weren't they? They really
Blue and black.
Little, they were a little black and very handsome shoes. Now, the kids, Dacian, I'm going to ask you first. What, when you grow up, do you intend to be? Doctor, hang on to this answer.
Just ask her in the car.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to be a doctor.
And she's talking medical doctor. Yes, indeed. And I said, whoa, girl. And I said, well, you better, young lady, love your sciences, because that is loaded with, you know, you've got to understand science inside biology, anatomy, physiology, and on and on and on. So that's such a great goal that you have. So great, so great. And now we'll pop to the other side of the table. Marzell Richmond, tell us, sir, what you intend to become.
Law enforcement.
And what particular branch of law enforcement?
Sheriff.
Like the deputy sheriffs here in Flint?
Yeah.
And your brother is also heading that way, but he's going to be a
U.S. Marshal.
U.S. Marshal. Those are nice goals, nice goals.
Very
Both
nice.
will require college education, of course.
Yes.
And these guys and this young lady naturally will have to head that way, so that's marvelous. And Doctor, we do our very best to prepare kids for that evacuation from high school to college. And in fact, we will not, and I think I shared this with you, and I certainly have shared with the audience, we will not graduate a student from our high school unless they've already been accepted by a college. So we're very intent. That's our
niche, probably in Flint here, is college preparation.
Yes,
And we do pretty good. We've been have some awards through U.S. News and World Report and some others that the audience has heard many times over. But because your remarks then are very cogent, sir, in the fact that you indicate that you were not prepared. Well, we're trying to make these guys not make them, but encourage them to be strongly prepared. I've got to wind it up. Jesse's given me the high sign over there. Now, Paul Herring, we had a conversation last time, and you asked me to use the Z's. Do you recall, sir?
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm going to Z you to death here, buddy.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, folks, wherever you are you looking at a blog somewhere? Are you perhaps walking your dog? Are you cutting a log, or are you just walking around in a fog? If you are, perhaps you are watching zooming zebras zigzag through a zone of zombies eating zucchini with zero zygotes, zapped with zinc while playing a zippered zirconium zither by a Zulu in Zaire floating in a zeppelin headed for a zodiac zoo in Zimbabwe or Zanzibar. If you are somebody, look at somebody and say, "Ooh, that is some kind of school." Bye!